Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Road to Glory 2021, Episode 3, Build Your Team. I am Deju, your digital music mentor. Build your team. That's a music business tip that you can give every year, right? It's always up to date. Okay, what do you need for a team? In my opinion, today, get yourself a mentor today. Get yourself a mentor. I explain you why real quick. If your mentor is also a producer, songwriter, and an experienced music business industry guy, then what do you have? You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 5 persons in one person. So that's what you would have with me, okay? For example, I'm a music producer, I'm a songwriter, I'm an artist myself, social media marketer, social media manager, music marketing, music business industry expert, and with a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience. Back in the days, we producers were pretty much the mentors for artists, producers and A&Rs, because if you didn't know something and the producer would tell you, no, you probably better rap like this, or the artist was like, no, I want this beat, and the producer was, no, hold up, that's okay, you can still do that on your album, but if you want to do that hot top 10 single, then we have to select this beat, People buy beats online, in these days, so they have no more producers pretty much. They just produce themselves, but most of the artists don't know shit about production. They think they do, but they don't know shit about production. They just choose the beat that they like, and then they go with it, You can do 20, 30, 40 songs, doesn't matter, but you need that one song that's standing out, Number 1, get yourself a mentor, okay? Then, get yourself different producers. And I mean producers, if possible, not just beat makers, okay? Get yourself different producers that you're working with. Get yourself mixing engineer, then we come to the manager. Me personally, I would like to have a manager. I don't really need it, but if there's a good manager doing the work that's supposed to be done, and then definitely get that manager, Social media manager. Now this is also a very important part. Get yourself a social media manager for the next 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. I do that part, for example, right now for a group in the US, also for a German artist. But my thing is more to learn them to do it themselves, I want you to do it more yourself, because it should become your habit, your daily habit. Create great content, and there are many social media managers who can show you how to do that. If you're a good mentor, for example, then you wouldn't need a social media manager, because the mentor can already tell you, hey, this is the content that you guys, or you as a singer, or you as a rapper need to create for you personally. All right, get a songwriter in your team, because for me that's a very important part. Get a songwriter, an extra songwriter in your team. So whenever you need a little bit of a different input, then you call up your songwriter. Let me see what else is missing. Here we go. Videographer, of course. Photographer, videographer. Well, this can be just one guy, or you can work with different ones. I also suggest like having the one guy, but also on some videos maybe you work with a different team, so just to get a different look, or different style. So I suggest look for a mentor, artist manager, producers, songwriters, mixing and mastering engineers, videographers, photographers, social media managers, and promoters, of course, and maybe some here and there personal assistants, some people who would just like to be part of your project, Sometimes people do like certain things or have different skills, so just try to include them, just try to include them and make them a part of your project, if you start a team out with 3 people, 4, and then you have 7, 8, all of a sudden you have like almost like a little label, you know? Try to think like a label. Try to think like you would have your own label, and you build up your team like major record labels do, you know? If you do that in this year, I'm sure you'll be very successful in the next year. Many things can be done by one person, you know, the manager can be also agent, or be, you know, sometimes the lawyer is also the manager, stuff like this. Like I said, the mentor can be the producer and songwriter and help you there. The videographer can be the photographer, or can be also a social media manager. You know, people have different skills in these days. So I hope this helps you for this year. I know it's not easy really, and it's every year the same, and we all, I'm sure, if we take all the 10 positions, you know, from mentor, producer, songwriter, mixing engineer, mastering engineer, social media manager, promoter, agent, videographer, photographer, for example, okay? If we take all those 10 positions, I'm sure we all miss at least 1 or 2. It's for sure, you know, for sure. We are missing minimum 1 or 2 or 3 people, minimum. Hey, but that's okay. That's what life's about. It's never perfect. We're always looking to make it better, all right? I am Deju, your digital music mentor, wishing you all the best in 2021. Let's rock it.